when it comes to bragging about the costliest and most sumptuous homes on its land, Europe has a legitimate claim to fame. Let's take a look at some of the continent's most expensive and opulent homes. Updown Court, England. The pinnacle of opulence. Updown Court is approximately 25 miles from London, and visitors may glimpse a stately structure of enormous grandeur and splendor via a pair of massive, elegant iron gates. Updown Court is a Californian-style home in the Surrey town of Windlesham. The 103-room mansion is a set of 58 acres of private forest and beautiful landscapes. It has a plethora of opulent features, including 5 swimming pools, an 8-limousine garage, and a 24-karat gold leaf mosaic floor in the downstairs study. The home is most renowned for its high price, over 85 million British pounds. That's about 150 million US dollars. The main mansion is divided into 4 stories, each with its own unique splendor. In addition, there are 2 guest homes with a total of 9 bedroom bathroom suites, a security lodge adjacent to the main house, and an underground garage with plenty of space for a small collection of luxury vehicles. 1 Hyde Park, London. 1 Hyde Park, the most coveted address in London, England, is receiving a lot of attention from the world's billionaires. The apartment overlooks Hyde Park and was designed by Roger Sturck Harbour and Partners and furnished by Candy & Candy. The structure is in Knightsbridge near Hyde Park in Mandarin Oriental. Only the wealthiest Russian and Arab sheikhs can afford to reside in this region, and their apartments are as luxurious as you might expect. The 2-story penthouse has a pool, large floor-to-ceiling windows, SAS-trained security officers, a McLaren dealership downstairs, and a secret tunnel leading to the Mandarin Oriental Hotel's restaurant. 2 similar bathtubs in Nero-Marquinium marble may be seen in the sleeping rooms. Black marble flooring contrasts with white Ceterio marble-covered walls in the Her bath. The color pattern in the His bathroom are inverted, with noir walls and milky white floors. Lalique, a French glassmaker, created customized fittings for both rooms. The dining room has a capacity of 10 people. It has mirrored glass and stainless steel finishes, as well as a secret champagne area. One of its apartments was sold for $227 million. Kensington Palace, UK. Kensington Palace is a functional royal palace in London. It is historically significant since it was the preferred home for consecutive monarchs until 1760. It was also Queen Victoria's birthplace and childhood home. The castle has a long and intriguing history, but it sprang to fame after Prince Charles and Princess Diana lived there following their wedding. It was also the residence of Prince William and Harry. The palace was initially purchased by King William II and Queen Mary II for approximately £20,000 back in the day, and it is currently worth over $230 million. Since then, the palace has undergone extensive renovations, and the staterooms and other historic areas of the palace are now available to the public. If you are ever in London, Kensington Palace is a must-see tourist site if you want to see how the royal family lives and view some of their personal belongings or art. Chateau Louis XIV, France. In 2015, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman spent $300 million buying the Chateau Louis XIV in France, making it the world's most expensive residence. Chateau Louis XIV was erected in Louveciennes near Versailles between 2008 and 2011 and is based on 17th-century French castles. The property was constructed by Ahmad Khashoggi, the nephew of millionaire weapons trader Adnan Khashoggi, who demolished the ancient 19th-century castle and rebuilt it with modern facilities. In fact, it is so high-tech that the iPhone is used to operate the fountains, music systems, lighting, and air conditioning. The meditation chamber or cooling room inside the chateau's moat is the castle's most amazing feature. It has a glass underwater room with sturgeon and koi swimming around, similar to what you might see in a James Bond film. A monument to Louis XIV, constructed of costly Carrara marble, overlooks the 57-acre gardens, among other opulent embellishments. There are 10-bedroom suites, a large reception area with a 52-foot-high painted dome ceiling, a library, and a wine cellar that can hold up to 3,000 bottles. Indoor and outdoor pools, a private theatre, a squash court, 2 ballrooms, and a nightclub are among the amenities. Hariri's London Mansion. The 28A Rutland Gate home in Hyde Park is estimated to be valued at more than $450 million. It was once the home of Lebanon's late Prime Minister Rafiq Hariri, before being given to Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz. It is 7 stories tall and contains around 45 bedrooms, all of which are furnished with costly furniture pieces and gold-plated kitchens and gadgets, as well as gilded tissue boxes in the bathrooms. Villa Leopolda, France. This iconic mansion was designed by an American architect over a century ago and is currently owned by the controversial 83-year-old Lily Safra, who acquired her money via 4 marriages. Lily and her husband decorated the home in the Belle Epoque style, and it is now a French historical landmark. Despite the villa's exquisite furnishings and artwork, there are additional factors that contribute to its popularity and high price. The Safra spouses used to host extravagant parties to which only the wealthy were invited, and the mansion was subsequently utilized as a film set for Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief. This villa has more history in 100 years than in your history book, since it was built over the ruins of a former home held by King Leopold II of Belgium. It was even utilized as a military hospital during World War I and is currently the most expensive mansion in France, valued at $736 million. It had a few prospective purchasers, but Lily Safra is not selling it. Buckingham Palace. The Duke of Buckingham commissioned the construction of this mansion in the city of Westminster in 1706. It is by far Europe's most renowned palace, with an estimated value of $1.5 billion. Buckingham Palace was originally known as Buckingham House. In 1761, King George III purchased the home for his wife, Charlotte. In 1826, the mansion was expanded by increasing the length of the house. By 1847, the east facade had been built, together with 2 connecting wings, enclosing the quadrangle and transforming it into the palace we see today. 775 rooms, 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest beds, 188 servant bedrooms, 92 offices, 78 baths, and a few balconies make up the entire palace. For the royal family and the United Kingdom as a whole, the massive palace has a great deal of significance. It is one of London's most popular tourist attractions. Because it is run by the royal family, you can expect the palace to be furnished with the best furnishings and artwork. The view of Buckingham Palace from the east facade is the most common, as the royal family appears on important occasions on the balcony outside the centre room. That room, often referred to as the Chinese lunchroom due to its Chinese Regency furniture, is located behind the royal family.